Hello again, everybody. This is Mr. Everything from the 1st Royal Aerospace Squadron, and I'm coming at you with kind of an update to my Star Citizen videos. Some of you have been asking, like, what is Star Citizen? Or, when is it coming out? And how do I get involved in Star Citizen? And that really looks cool. Well, guess what? Star Citizen is super exciting, and that's what this video is about. It's going to be to tell you a little bit about Star Citizen, get a little bit in detail on what Star Citizen's all about. Now, what I've got is set up. I actually have his website set up, and I want to show you the website, kind of talk a little bit about what Star Citizen is, tell you how to get involved, and also maybe give you a little insight as to why I think Star Citizen is going to be the greatest game in the world. Okay, now I personally am an old-time gamer. I've been playing games for many years, and there was an old role-playing game that I used to play. I still play. Pen and paper, sit around the table with your friends. It's called Traveler. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. I love Traveler to death, and then when I saw Star Citizen being advertised out there on the market, I said, wow, Star Citizen sounds cool, and then I said, oh, look at that, Chris Roberts. From Chris Roberts, he's the designer of Star Citizen and the RSI, this whole universe. He's the designer. Now, he used to design Wing Commander, if you're familiar with all the Wing Commander games, and even the movie. And I played all the Wing Commanders. I loved them. I flew around space shooting Kilrathi. But he took a little break from doing games, and he did some movies. And now he's back doing games. Now, this time, he decided he's going to do it on his own. So he formed his own company. It's RSI, which is funny because RSI is his company, but in the game, it also is a company of his in the game that creates spaceships for player purchase. So it's kind of, it's cool that he's got his own company inside the game. Okay. Either way. So I said, oh, Chris Roberts, okay, cool. He's the guy that did Wing Commander. I didn't know who Chris Roberts was, but I knew what Wing Commander was, and I don't remember guys' names that make games from back in the 80s and 90s. But when I saw that he was a Wing Commander, the guy that made Wing Commander, I was like, oh, cool. That's pretty cool. And he's making this game too. Cool. Let's check it out, and I'll fly around and shoot some more Kilrathi. That's cool. And I found out that's not what it's all about. It is about flying around and shooting things. Like here's a cover screen right here. There's a couple of fighters right there getting ready to launch. Plus down here you can launch out. This vehicle right here, this ship is called the Bengal class carrier, and it has cannons on it, here and here, and the bridge is up there. And this is actually about 1 kilometer long, where you can actually get inside the maybe it's half a kilometer, I don't remember, but you get inside, you can walk the full length, you can actually land your fighter or other ship inside, dismount, disembark, you can walk around, you can go to the mess, you can go to the cargo, you can go to engineering, you can go up here to the command console or whatever, you can go up to the bridge, and you can actually take command of the ship and you can fly it as a player. And I thought that was pretty cool. Okay, cool. So it's not just watching cutscenes, getting in your fighter and going out and killing Kilrathi and then coming back. So once I found that out, I said, let me check out even more. So I dug into it a little bit deeper. And when you go to the website, you can see that just right now, he's talking about what the civilian crafts are, the military craft, engine development. As the years go on, jump drives. And I was thinking, jump drives, that sounds a lot like Traveler. And then there's like just different pieces of things that started to lead me towards, wow, this sounds very similar to Traveler. And then I found out that he I watched a few of his movies, his YouTube videos and interviews and things like this, and he made a comment in one of them that he drew a lot of inspiration from Traveler, and I was like, wow, okay, cool. So he likes Traveler too, and that kind of made me feel good too. And then so I started digging even further into the game, and you know what? This game, I'm just so excited about this game. I've got I can't every night I probably dig a little bit more. I watch somebody's YouTube video. I dig up pictures like the one I've got on my desktop, and I'm just drooling. I'm waiting for this game to come out. So I said, well, what exactly is this game about? Well, apparently it's about, you will probably have a ship, and then you will have the ability to fly from world to world, conducting trade, or you could be a pirate, or you could be a mercenary protecting those merchants, or you could be in the military, or you could be on a planet, conducting business on a planet. Basically, it's everything that you think you could do in life, you could do in a flight simulator. Now, so it's really not just a flight simulator, it's more than that. So I'm thinking it's a little bit more like an MMO. Well, luckily, I don't think it's going to be like Eve. I don't like Eve. I looked at Eve and I said, it's not really for me. Okay, yes, you get a ship, you fly around, you blow stuff up, and then you have a flat screen telling you where, corporations asking you to go on a mission. You click on it, and then all of a sudden you're back in your ship and you're flying. And that's not really what I want. I want a little bit of social interaction, be able to walk around and talk to people, have my character standing on my ship, walking around my ship, inside my ship, all that stuff. And this game is going to provide that. And I was like, wow, that's just super cool. Okay, even more. Okay, so I was like, okay, so this is like a MMO style flight sim, but it's also kind of like Traveler, where you have all these like patrons and missions. See, I could even carry passengers from point A to point B. Half of the, a lot of the universe will be NPCs. They'll be running around doing their thing, but then you'll have the players. You can team up with players, and the players there will never be too many players in one instance, causing it to be like overloaded. There's going to be a good balance of players to NPCs, so you'll have, and if you're inside the like close to Earth, you're going to have a lot more police, and so the law and the order will be a little bit stricter. But as you further get away from Earth and you're getting out to the periphery, you're going to get the outer planets. You're going to get more unlawful activities going on. So it's just depending on your play style. You could be in a certain area or whatever. There's going to be guild bases where you can take a base, and then an opposing guild can come and take it from you. So you got to make sure you've got guys there defending it, fighters and carriers and stuff like that. And I was like, that's just too cool, Okay, so let's talk about how he's actually been able to progress. He has actually had, he's totally 100% crowdfunded. What that means is the only way he's made money is from donations from players like myself and others like maybe yourself if you decide to get into Star Citizen. Well, like right now, he's got a stretch goal of 20 million. Can you imagine that? He's already at 19 plus million, and he's going for 20 million. And this game hasn't even launched yet. I mean, it hasn't even gotten past its first year of development. Well, it's gotten past 1 year of development, but it hasn't, they're paying for a vision, a dream. Okay, I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to show you now when it started. It started September 1st in a year ago. So that's just over a year. Okay, and he had a stretch goal of 2 million. If he reached 2 million, this is what he was going to promise people. They were going to have regular community updates. He plans to update every week or every other week. Citizens with packages will be able to play multiplayer dogfighting module, and basically, so he's going to create a dogfighting module. And they have this single player mode. It's called Squadron 42, where you create your character, you go through the Squadron 42 scenario, and you come out of it. And basically, while you're in there, you get to go through a 30-mission game, basically, just like as if you were playing Wing Commander. Now, $2.5 million. They decided they're going to release an additional ship. It's the Gladiator. $3 million. They said, okay, they're going to increase the Squadron 42 game to 35 missions. And then, as they go up, another additional flying ship, Starfare, and then cockpit decorations, ship boarding. You can actually board your opponent's ship. Get out and conduct some boarding actions. An additional flyable ship, Retaliator. And then they said at $4 million they're going to introduce a whole bunch of new star systems. And it says systems will be added to the game for every 100,000 pledged, with the descriptions posted on the comm link. So as people are pledging, planet systems were being added. Like there's Odin, Tyrol, Kellogg, Goss, Orion, Ellis, Cathcart, Tal, Gedin, Kronos. Okay, and then now Squadron 42 is going to jump to 45 missions. So I can't wait. I'm going to be able to play Squadron 42 for a little while. They promise they're going to launch the game with 50 star systems. Well, that's already been accomplished. Moving on, they've already changed it. They're going to launch with 60, and then they're going to have a cruiser, and then they went from 5 million. It says now you got better ship customization, zero grav simulation. They're going to have heavier weapons, melee weapons, all kinds of different things. And then Squadron 42 will get celebrity voice acting, like the old Wing Commanders had Mark Hamill and John Rhys Davies and Malcolm McDowell, and that was all super awesome. And now, including one favorite from Wing Commander. Okay, that's cool. I wonder which one they're going to get. Maybe Freddie Prinze Jr. or who knows? Maybe Biff from Back to the Future. Okay, 50 total missions. And then they're going to have 70 star systems. That's awesome. Moving on down the line. They're going to have 1,000. Okay, they're going to give people 1,000 credits. Motion. Okay, what's... Okay, they have professional motion capture once they get... And they've already reached all these, by the way. 100 star systems. Bengal Carrier will be an unlocked for persistent universe play. Okay, that was that screensaver that I have. They'll have an orchestra behind enemy lines. It's an additional expansion or something for Squadron 42. And then if you were able to pledge before June 28th, you'll receive a spacesuit in your hangar. Okay, that's kind of just a flavor thing. And then at 10 million, you notice how the list's kind of shrunk a little bit. At 10 million, they'll build your own mocap studio, which they did. At 11, they're going to move Wingman. He's the guy that does the videos. They're going to move him out of his own basement, which it looks like he's still in the basement. But 12 million, they're going to build a professional sound studio. And then they're going to feature Oculus Rift as support with that. If you don't know what that is, that's VR. It's like a VR goggles. 1,300, additional ship class, the Frigate. Command and Control Center, 1,400. Hibernation mode, so you can go into low berths and then wake up later. They're going to have a behind-the-scenes movie, and I don't know what all that is. Okay, and then at 1,500, they're going to have additional escort carrier. And 1,600, they're going to have arena mode. And at 1,700, they're going to have additional flyable ship, the battle cruiser. I can't wait to see what that's going to look like. And then at 1,800, I keep saying 1,800 when I mean 18 million. 18 million, they're going to have an exclusive star system just for backers to be able to fly to. And then at 19 million, they're going to have like a Jane's Fighting Ship style PDF of all the ships, and they're going to be able to manage space stations. Players can compete for their own space stations. And then now what we're working on now, we're at 19% towards, there we go, we're at 19,190,005 towards 20 million. They're going to add first-person combat on lawless planets. So like it'll become a first-person shooter on the ground. That's too cool. And then at 21, what do we got? We got a salvage mechanic. So that means you'll be able to play like an engineer type character. It isn't an aside, it's a career. Okay. Or maybe you can hire him to work, on one of your ships. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. They're promising things. This looks a lot like Kickstarter, as it progresses. So let's jump into something else. Ship stats. I know I'm taking up a lot of time, but I think this is super exciting, and I think you guys probably want to see some of this. You can get all of these ships right now in the pledge. You got the Aurora, you got the 300i, you have the Hornet, let's grab this and move it over a little bit. What just happened? You can get a Vandal Scythe, the Avenger, the Cutlass. You can get a Freelancer. Caterpillar, the Freelancer is actually the one that I bought. The Retaliator, the Constellation. A lot of people like the Constellation because it's a big ship. It'll have multiple crew members. Mine can have multiple crew members too. And then there's the Idris. The Idris is more of a corvette, okay? It'll have maybe a couple of fighters inside of it. It's maybe twice as big as that. Well, actually, it says right here, 138,000 kilograms, where that's 75,000 kilograms. So that's the whole cargo mass. Hold on. Oh, without cargo, the mass. Null cargo. Okay, that means if you don't have any cargo in it, that's how much it'll weigh. Okay, and you can open these up and look at this hard points, like what kind of weapons are in each of those hard points, what kind of shields do they carry, and then you can look down here and you see that some of this stuff says none, or right here it says coming soon. It's because, they're very busy and they are working on all the different ships and trying to get them all set up for you. So it doesn't have everything just yet. This game is still under production. It's pre-alpha right now, so you got to understand that they're still trying to get the money, trying to get all their employees all hired up and trained up, and they're really working hard on some of the game. And they just released the hangar module a couple of weeks ago, and yes, I've downloaded the hangar module and I've walked around inside the hangar module, pointed out some bugs. I'm helping them out. It's nothing super special about getting around inside your hangar module. To me, there's no game-related involvement. It's just kind of cool to have an opportunity to see the progress that they're making. And then as they post patches, they're patching like every couple of days. Some of that will affect your, and it'll affect your hangar module, and then you can make suggestions on what you think or could be used in the hangar module. Okay, now last thing I want to say is, how do you get started in getting involved with right here? Where do I start? You go to this page on their site, and you pledge. Like, you could be a digital scout. When it says digital, what they're saying is you don't get any hard copies of anything. You're just getting the digital download over the internet. Now, if you were to get like this Rear Admiral, you would actually get something. Here we go. Let's see. Where am I? I got a Freelancer. There's the Pathfinder. Okay, it's not showing what I got. Let's go to, this is the pledge store, right? Pledge. Right. I didn't get the Rear Admiral. That's just too much. I didn't get the Pathfinder. I spent like $100. Okay, let's look over here. Maybe I picked up. New backers. Here we go. New backers. Here's some additional options for new backers, and the one I picked up was the freelancer right here, where you can. I'll give you an example. This is how much it is, and what do you get? Well, you get all of this. You get a ship for one thing. You get the business hangar. You get a little bit of money to spend when your character is created. You get a spaceship USB drive, which I haven't received yet, of course. Hardback engineering manual, and all this other stuff. Squadron 42 download, beta access, alpha access, this fold-up map. That's just too cool. But these are all really just promises because I haven't actually seen any of that yet. Okay, and that's where you would back. You would back it right there. Now let's go to. Okay, here we go. Yep. Okay, so right here, it's showing you how many slots are left, and it shows you how many Star Citizens there are currently right now in the game. We're looking at 255,000 people have already said that they're excited about seeing this game. They've already donated money, and it's over $19 million collected. And you can see by the hour how much they've donated, by the day, and then even by the month. And then, of course, they have a lot of videos. They have fan art concepts, and they have storylines that you can read about the background of the world. It's just so exciting. I just cannot imagine someone not being interested in this. I can imagine some people not being interested in this. But if you're into Star Wars or Star Trek or any kind of space role-playing games or anything like that, you need to get in, or any kind of flight simulators, you need to check out Star Citizen. And if you're looking for a good group, you can always check out the 1st Royal Aerospace Squadron. We'd be glad to help you out. But again, the game's not out yet. All right, and thanks for coming out and checking out this video, and that is what Star Citizen is all about.